So student accommodation and rent in general in the UK is borderline theft. To get like the worst place ever in London is going to cost you about £2,000 a month. However, I have found, I guess they're like an estate agent that takes this to a whole new level. It's called Student Lux. They have a TikTok account, which is how I found them. And my days, this is unbelievable. Okay, so obviously you're not going to go through them unless you've got money, right? This isn't for the average everyday person. I understand that. However, not to toot my own horn, but I feel as though I know sort of what London rent should be, because I lived there for 5 years. I only moved out about a year ago, so I have a pretty good understanding of what rent should be in certain areas, and this is absolutely abhorrent. I have no idea who's paying for this. Also, all their TikToks have copyright music, so I'm just going to overlay it with some other stuff. Right, so this is a £16,000 per month student apartment. This is all student accommodation. If you have enough money to spend 16 grand a month on rent, do you even really need to be a student? You can just live off daddy's money, surely. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, that's quite a cool entranceway. I like that. That living room's nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice flat. It's a nice flat. Is it? Was that like nearly 200 grand a year? What? No way is living there worth nearly, well, I think it is about 200 grand a year. That is absurd. That's insane. 800. Okay, so this one's a bit more reasonable, you know, 8.6k. I don't know why they're so specific with the price here. 8,638. But anyway, in South Kensington, London, a pretty overrated area, in my opinion. Right. So you got a small kitchen, a pretty small kitchen considering how much you're paying. Yeah. So what the fuck is a student going to do in this place? Like, students are going to fuck these places up, being realistic. I guess maybe that's why the prices are so high, because they know they're going to get fucked up. Jeez, that's a nice bathroom, to be fair. But you'd expect bigger bedrooms for 8.6k a month, you know. Okay, this one's a bit cheap at 8,000 per month, all right. With the best view in London. Wow, okay, you know what? That is a good living room. Okay, that's a nice view. There's Tower of London and stuff. That's nice. Got a bathroom. What, for the kids? Is that like the kids' room? 2 single beds? We've got a room with 2 single beds. It's just a hotel. This person has just gone into our hotel and filmed the rooms and been like, yeah, we're putting this up for rent. Okay, that's a nice bathroom. Yeah, nice living room. You know what? Considering the location, right, that is a secret. Considering the location and everything and London prices in general, I'm going to say that's not that bad. Obviously, it's a place for the very rich and not like average people. But I don't know, to me, that one's way better than the last two we saw. Oh, okay. 3,640 per week student apartment. 3,640. What's that per month? That's like 14 grand a month. Okay. Right. I mean, there's nothing about this that is... There's nothing about this that screams 14 grand a month to me. I mean, it's a fine apartment. It's a fine apartment. But for 14... would it be 14 grand or am I... Yes, 14 grand a month, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not 14 grand. I don't know whereabouts this... Oh, in Holborn. Okay, maybe 4-5 grand a month for that. Actually, okay, you know what? I'll be more fair because I know how stupidly expensive London is now. 6 grand a month, I reckon, for that place is reasonable. I say reasonable, it's fucking not. But that's just what the market is, I reckon. Oh, wow. This one's reasonable. Only 6 grand a month. Let's see it. This is going to be an absolute tip in it for 6 grand a month. Let's see it. Yeah, pathetically small bathroom. Oh, it's a studio flat! It's a studio flat! For 6 grand! You are joking! You are joking! You have to pay 6 grand a month for the pleasure of sleeping in your living room. Alright, and then you got... Why couldn't they move the kitchen up to the living room and then they put the bedroom downstairs behind a door? That would make more fucking sense. Property people do my head in. This is so stupid. Right. If you pay 6 grand a month for this, you need executing. 1,600 per week student apartment in Covent Garden, London. Okay, again, this one's a more reasonable price. I quite like Covent Garden. Okay, I mean, it's okay. Why am I saying this is okay? This is like a relatively small flat for £6 a month. It's better than the last one, though. It does look like a Premier Inn bedroom, but yeah, man, I don't know. London prices make absolutely no sense anymore. I have no idea who is renting these places. London must just be full of people who lack common sense. Oh, fuck it. This one's £20 a month. This is the most expensive one we've had so far. Let's see what it's all about. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. The toilet lid lifts on its own. Wow. That's a small bedroom. Very, like, nothing view. Okay, you go down the stairs. There's a bedroom. There's a bathroom even. Bedroom. So this is... Okay, so... All right. Okay, I mean, that's a nice living room. Is it worth £20 a month? Absolutely not. Who are these students? Who are these students that have like £20 a month to spend on a flat? And I know they're probably going to share it. They look like there was about 4 bedrooms. So what, £5 a month each? Yeah, bargain. Every student I've ever met has lived off like ramen noodles and pasties from the corner shop. Who are these people? There's no point in these people being students. They could just take daddy's money and live off that. Okay, £2,100 per week again. Oh wow, this is reasonable. £2,100 per week. Okay. That is all right, okay, I've expressed my grievances with living rooms like this in the past in videos, but okay, look, wait. Where'd you put the fucking TV? Above the fireplace, you got to crane your neck to look at it. Terrible. I would not pay £2,100 per month for this place. Okay, the spiral staircase, very fancy. All right, a bed with not much headboard. I expect, if I'm paying that much money, I expect more headboard than that. Okay, right. It's a nice flat. Is it worth £6? I don't know. No, probably not. Ah, here we go. About, I don't know how much that is. Well, like for £16 a month. I swear we've just looked at this one. We have looked at this one before. They all merge into one, I swear. Okay. What's that, like £6 a month? Okay, right, let's see it. Right, okay, that's a fine bedroom. It is very, like, hotel room, you know what I mean? Very hotel. Okay, that's a big living room with not much in it. Like, I remember when I went to LA with James, we went to these people's houses, and there were like these massive, like, Beverly Hills houses, and they were so massive and, like, concrete, but just so empty. It was horrible. Like, up until that point, I was always like, oh, I'd love a house like that. That they look sick, but they're just so, like, they're so cold, and this gives me, like, the same sort of vibes as that. Okay, a very tiny kitchen. But... Okay, you know what? Not worth the price. Absolutely not. You deserve shot if you think it is. But it's one of the more reasonable priced ones we've looked at. Alright, so that's what, like £6 a month. And I'm going to say this and a lot of people are going to get angry. Camden is a shithole. Let's keep watching. Okay, you know what? I like that. It does give like very cold vibes, but you put a few rugs down. I feel as though that'll be grand. Okay, I mean, you know, that is a tragic sofa for that price. Do you know what I mean? Like, I at least expect, you know, like a big, you know, L-shaped sofa for that price. But no, you get that and 2 deck chairs. Okay, alright. What is it with the fucking single beds? I understand in America they do that where they like share rooms with their college roommates. But I don't know, to me, to go away, to like move out of my parents' house and then go and share a room with someone who might be a stranger, or even someone I know, that's weird. Especially when you have this much money. If you're paying this much money to share a room with someone, or like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just get your own bedroom. If you don't have the money for it, like yeah, fair enough, I could understand that. But if you have the money to pay £6 a month for a flat, just get a place with your own bedroom, man. Oh wow, you get a lovely view of a main road. Sick. Okay, £8 a month. The thing is, right, I feel as though all these flats just look the same. They got like a pretty small living room. That's quite a cool looking sofa, to be fair. You got like a mediocre kitchen with like shiny appliances. Yeah, all the bathrooms look exactly the same. Like, this is No, like, student accommodation is pretty shit. Let's be fair. All student accommodation in the UK is pretty shit, so this looks like amazing in comparison. But for that price, absolutely fucking not. Oh wow, a penthouse for £8 a month. It's a very fucking low penthouse. What is it? A 2-story house? It's barely a penthouse, mate. Come on. Come on. If it is 3 floors and below, it is not a penthouse. Grow up. Why is the TV so small? Fuck off. This looks like, you know, those average male living room memes. Like, this just looks like average male setup. You're taking the piss. Oh, that's a nice kitchen, to be fair. That is I love a wraparound balcony. Why did they not show the kitchen? The kitchen was the best bit. Look, that's a sick kitchen. That is the best kitchen I've seen on this channel. Why did they not show it? They don't know what they're doing. Oh my, okay, right, Canary Wharf. This is where my knowledge excels. I lived there for 5.5 years. Let's go. Okay, right, so it says this apartment is $1,780 per week. Right, let's compare this to what I was living in. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a fine living. That's a decent bedroom. Yeah, that's a fine bedroom. Okay, so it's a 3-bedroom place. One big bedroom. 2 of the bedrooms are pretty small for the price. That living room is absolute, and it's. I'm going to expose myself here. When I lived in London, I paid my last place was 4k a month, but I split that between me and Alex. And honestly, right, it was massive. I know we had problems with flooding and stuff, but it was enormous. It was like 2,000 square feet. My bedroom, well, I counted, it was about 25 paces long. The living room was massive. We had a sick view. It was great, and I thought that was like a pretty pricey place. And like, honestly, right, this doesn't hold a flame to that. And I know Canary Wharf prices have gone up. Like, that place now went for like 5,500. Like, you're taking the piss. I'm not living here anymore. And I was like, surely no one will rent this place. And I was checking it on Rightmove, and it didn't like rent out for a good few months. So who in their right mind is paying like, I think that's like £7,000 a month, £7,500 a month for this place? Like, surely no one is renting this. Surely no one is doing that. 6,765 per week. Right, okay, that's about £28,000 a month or so. Let's give it a look. All right, I mean, that was definitely a headboard. All right, that's another headboard. To be fair, it is in Mayfair, which is like, I don't know. In my opinion, Mayfair is massively overrated if you're not a wanker. Like, it is basically just wanker central. But anyway, okay, see, that's a decent sofa. Okay, you know what? This is a big place. And for Mayfair, right, this is still a bit overpriced, I think. But, you know what? Okay, this is probably the best one I've seen so far. This is the best one I've seen so far. It is like £28,000, I think, a month, but it is the best one I've seen so far. Okay, so this is about what, like £9,000 a month. I feel as though my perception of what is acceptable and what's not is so warped now, because I've just been going through these for like 20 minutes. So I'm looking at this and be like, oh, you know what, £8,000 a month, that's not too bad. That's not too bad in comparison to the £28,000 a month places. Mate, come on. Come on, man. This just looks like to me, right? Okay, the window is nicer than most other student accommodation places, but this just looks like a lot of other student accommodation houses. All right, it's a nice bathroom. Is this a 1 bed? Or am I tripping? Oh, 2 bed. It's 2 bed. Okay, no, you're stupid if you get that. Oh, okay. Why am I looking at this and going, that's a reasonable price? It's like £7,000 a month. All right. Okay, that's a nice bed. You got the bathroom. Okay, cool. All right, that's nice. I like that. That's a nice cozy bedroom. You know, it's very dark though, isn't it? There's like no fucking natural light. You're paying okay, you got that window there, but like that doesn't spew natural light into here really. You're paying £7,000 a month to be a vampire. All right. Okay, and then you got, okay, why is it with the fucking 2 single beds? Oh, again, this is £6,000 a month. And I'm like, oh, this is reasonable. I bet this is going to be like, okay, that's a sick building. What? That's sick. It's like circular. Okay, you go straight into the kitchen. That's so weird. You're straight into the kitchen. This video is way too fast-paced for me. Okay, it's a fine bedroom, yeah. All right, at this point, all right, by their standards, this is reasonable. That was a nice flat. Okay, right, another Canary Wharf one. Let's give it a look. This one is about like 7 or 8K a month. Yeah. I mean, if I'm paying, okay, right. Another little nitpick. If I'm paying 7 or 8 grand a month, I expect more than a twin bed. Do you know what I mean? I expect a king bed. That's just standards for that price. Do you know what I mean? All right. Yep. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Definitely. Oh, that's a nice terrace. That's a nice terrace. That is a sick terrace, to be fair. Okay. Maybe in the current rent market, maybe this is worth it. Maybe. Their prices are definitely bumped up a bit because it's students. And for some reason, estate agents bump up prices for students. I don't know why. But yeah, okay, that's not too bad. It's definitely still overpriced, but it's not as overpriced as like the other one in Canary Wharf. Oh, okay, here we go. What student can afford $1,400 per week?
The reason why our apartments are more expensive than a regular apartment is because, well, basically there is no hidden cost.
Ah, yes, no hidden cost. Brilliant.
We did all the Wi-Fi, gas,
okay, all right, that's
water, so you know what you're paying.
Okay, that's fine, but
no
still, they're very expensive.
Extra costs. You've got the flexibility to book for just the time you're gonna be in London. Also, the service you receive, it's very personalized, and at the end of the day, these are luxurious apartments. So that's why you're paying higher rates. We're called the student lux for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. If you do have that money to spend on student accommodation, I don't know why you would do that. Right, I've had enough of this. I feel as though my brain has been fried into thinking $1,400 per week is a reasonable price for a 2-bedroom flat. Like and subscribe, or I will buy your house and mark up the rent by 100%.